Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, right here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight, Gary Shaw Productions, in association with Square Ring, Holden Promotions, and the Mandalay Bay, are proud to present boxing at its best from the Mandalay Bay. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is John Bailey. Right now, boxing fans, we head into the action with our first bout, a special 4-round featherweight attraction. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Dwayne Ford, Bill Graham, and Jerry Roth. And your referee in charge is the fair but firm Joe Cortez. Introducing first, he fights out of the blue corner, and he weighed in at 123 pounds. Tonight he's wearing the blue trunks, originally from Mexico City, Mexico. He now lives and fights out of Los Angeles, California. His professional record stands at 3 wins with 10 defeats, 2 draws, 1 win by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Luis de la Rosa. And his opponent, he fights out of the red corner. He weighed in at 126 pounds. He's wearing the red trunks with blue and white trim. He is from Ponce, Puerto Rico, and he now fights out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He has a perfect professional record consisting of 6 wins, 4 wins by knockout. Introducing the undefeated Mario, the Ponce Santiago.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Ya vi las reglas a los dos en el camerino. I expect a good, clean fight. Quiero una pelea limpia, okay? Toca la mano. Fuerte.
All right, so we're set to go with our first fight. This is in the featherweight division. Santiago had his professional debut in April of '01, scoring a first-round knockout over Antonio Martinez. They only fought once in '02, no fights in '03, and now he's serious. This is his 3rd fight this year, Tony.
Both guys are not sweating at all. I guess they're going to get warmed up in the round. As you can see, Santiago in the red, white, and blue is a southpaw, and he's stalking his man. And there you see De La Rosa just switched over to southpaw.
Well, let's see how it unfolds now. Now, back fighting as a right-handed fighter is De La Rosa. De La Rosa in the blue trunks. Santiago fighting in the trunks with the kind of the Puerto Rican flag with the red, white, and blue trim on it.
A couple of times, De La Rosa's kind of come in, bent down, and dropped his right hand as he did it. Not good, especially if Santiago can throw a straight left.
Well, he's got 4 knockouts in his 6 wins, but he had an extensive amateur career. And De La Hoya is one of those typical Mexican fighters that, you know, hasn't had much management. He's had to take anybody at any time. He's taken this fight on in 1 day's notice. So, you know, you can toss out the record of 3-10 with 2 draws, because I'm sure he's tougher than what the record indicates when you have to step up and fight on 1 day's notice. He doesn't look in bad shape, by the way, around the midsection. He's pretty cut for a guy that took the fight on 1 day's notice.
No, he shot a nice little right hand underneath to De La Rosa, to Santiago. Santiago's just trying to press the action, just coming behind that right jab of his. Straight punches right down the middle.
Yeah, the right jab is successful there. He lets the right go again. The nice stiff jab that time, and he does it perfectly. He drives off that back leg, steps up into his jab, nails him again with a jab, and back comes De La Rosa, but he misses. He falls short. This is round 1 action. The Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Tony Page. The principal's in there. Mario Santiago in the red, white, and blue. And the blue trunks is Luis de la Rosa.
De La Rosa, he's not moving his head. That's why he's getting popped with that jab. He backs up. He's going too far back, coming forward and walking right into that jab. He's even bending his head a little bit further. Now I see him just on his horse, trying to get away.
Santiago having an easy time nailing him with the right hand to the body underneath the left elbow of De La Rosa. De La Rosa tries to get off, but he can't inside because Santiago's got fairly quick hands himself.
Looks like if De La Rosa had an offensive game plan, went out the window, now it's just only survive for a while. He's getting tattooed from a distance, and you figure he might try and close the distance, go inside and fight, but he's happy to stay outside and get tattooed with that right jab.
Well, Tony, when you were looking at the tail of the tape there, you pointed out the height and reach advantage for Santiago, but folks, it's significant. It's 7.5 inches in advantage for Santiago in reach.
And he's using it.
He certainly is. He gets the jab there. The other problem is it's even more effective for him is that De La Rosa comes in with his shoulders squared up. So, I mean, he's getting a full 7.5 inches out of it.
He's got to move his head a little bit. He's got to go in and out, but he's going back and just letting he's letting Santiago just follow him around the ring. De La Rosa just needs to step around him or something.
Well, he's going straight back, Tony, and when you go straight back, your guy just has to take a shuffle step forward, and you're going to get right back on top of him with that jab. And and that's what he's doing. Closing seconds now in the first round. A good round for Mario Santiago. Takes the body shot in again. Cracks him with the left hand. Good shot at the end for Mario Santiago. And that's a nice, easy 10-9 round for Mario Santiago.
Same way I had it. Santiago really has some nice body work in there. Well, saw the opening and took it.
Yeah, Tony, in fairness again to Luis De La Rosa, he came in here, said he'd take the fight, but that's been the whole situation in his career, is Santiago.
You're going here, you're coming back straight up, you're not thinking about getting hit back, you're not thinking about bringing your hands back.
Very stump.
Under, over, step back, step off, okay? Let's start putting a little firepower in this guy, okay? But listen what I'm saying about pulling back. I mean, you're in hurt. The first thing to do is for somebody to swing back very seriously. Okay, and you're just leaving your head lay there.
Take a look early in the round, and you see Santiago. Watch that right jab. Just waits, boom, right down the middle. Good defense, pulled away, got out of the way. Santiago has a nice jab. Watch him set it up.
Round 2.
Bends down. Here's the end of the round. Just stalking. Nice little left, right hand. Little pulls out for the defense, chops him with a quick left. Ends the round with a good flurry.
And you see Joe Cortez right on the spot there. He's a great referee. Jumps right in there and yanks him out of there so no more punches land. This is round number 2 from the event center at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're glad that you can be with us wherever you're watching around the world. Japan, Pacific Rim, down Australia, New Zealand, across the Southeast Asia, into India, across the Middle East, into Europe. We're glad that you're watching in a lot of countries in Africa with us tonight as well.
You have timeshare in all those places, don't you?
Well, I visit a lot of them. Round 2 at Santiago in the red, white, and blue, sort of having things his way in the early good. Now that time De La Rosa made a little feint off to the left and back to the right. If he's going to get out of there, that's the way to move.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to try and throw a punch while he was doing that, start a little offense. He landed a nice right hand early against Santiago. Now he seems like he's picking up the offense, but Santiago's corner says we want you to put some fire on the guy now. Let's see if Santiago can go a 1-2 right down the middle.
Well, the kid De La Rosa is as tough as they come, but I mean, he can't do anything with this guy. I mean, the reach and height advantage is just so significant here. And the fact of the matter is Santiago is a very well-schooled fighter. He's spent most of his professional career actually fighting out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Fought in Reading a couple of times, but looks to me to be a very schooled fighter with an extensive amateur background. He did have 3 fights in his native Puerto Rico, his first 3 fights of his career, and then moved up to Lancaster.
I think Santiago stunned him with a quick left over the top. There's another popping jab.
That jab is a punch. You see the way that head bounced back that time. But again, De La Rosa just going straight back, so Santiago just shuffles forward and lets fly.
And he watches him reset himself, come forward. He's walking right into his jab's power range. There's that 1-2 I was talking about. I want to see Santiago try and just come right down the middle because De La Rosa is leaving his hands a little bit wide.
So Cortez, the referee, says keep him up to Santiago. Santiago wanted to come to the uppercut, got him a little bit low with one shot to the inside there. Now he slides around to the left, bouncing forward. Santiago gives him some breathing. He tries to get him coming to him. He tries to time the left hand power shot. Santiago sneaks away, but he's getting hit with real good body shots.
You can see now his team outside. If it's going to work right now, well, listen, go off the ropes. He's trying to fight off the ropes. I don't think they got with him.
Look at these shots landing now. Some clean shots in that flurry there by Mario Santiago in the red, white, and blue. Having it all his way here. Inside of about 24 seconds to go in the second round. Santiago won the first round comfortably outboxing this guy. Hey, a pretty good wild right hand that time for De La Rosa. Just spun the head of Santiago, but it did no damage whatsoever.
Santiago very much under control. Just trying to shorten that distance to get a good left-hand lead right down the middle.
Coming up in the closing seconds of round number 2, a nice, crisp, easy 10-9 round again for Santiago with the bell ends round 2.
All right? Seem a little slow right now. Okay?
Well,
volado de derecha,
take
tíralo
a
más.
look in and see De La Rosa.
A ver. No, güey. No, espera. El volado de derecha. El volado de derecha. El volado de derecha le estás haciendo daño. Por Dios, el volado de derecha. Mira, cuando entra él, mira, tira acá.
Another good round for Santiago. There you see him in the red, white, and blue. Just throwing punches, following his man. De La Rosa just on the ropes, trying to get out on a good fastness to his offense. Shots to the body, up to the head, back down to the body. He takes what's open, but he's just pounding away at the head right now. De La Rosa on the ropes, trying to get out of there. He's trying to fight off the ropes with a big right hand just to try and keep him off him. It's all Santiago right here. And there's a clinch by De La Rosa. Again, Santiago just keeping his distance. Look at the footwork. He adjusts his feet, shoots that right jab, trying to land the left.
All right, back Las Vegas now at the event center in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is round number 3. Mario Santiago, blue trunks of the flag of Puerto Rico in the blue trunks. Luis De La Rosa, the shorter guy who's giving away 7.5 inches in reach that has to go on just pure grit. That's all he's got going for him right now. Santiago is all tuned up and nicely warmed up. You mentioned that both of them came in very dry with no sweat, but they're both warmed up.
Oh, yeah, a little sweat there right now, but Santiago still, look at the ring general. So right in front of him, throwing punches from all angles, but they're landing, but De La Rosa just sitting there.
De La Rosa doesn't know enough to slide down and get out of there. Maybe the fact that he's taking so many shots, he can't slide right. As Santiago continues, and now Joe tells the referee one, but you don't need to do that. Keep the elbow out of the chin. Things are going your way anyway, kid. That's a nice clean race. 2 minutes to go, and this is the 3rd round. So when you looked at the records, Tony, we both said, boy, how long is De La Rosa going to hang in there? And he's getting teed up. Look at these shots. And right off the ropes comes De La Rosa. He's stopped.
He's just waiting for that one chance to go with one counter right hand, but Santiago just smothering him along the punches. Hard shots.
Coming forward, sets him up, loops out that right hand and falls short. That time, one of the few times it did fall short. And as De La Rosa tries to get up, it's over. Nothing clean lands by De La Rosa at all.
De La Rosa looks like he's trying to change it with one shot. I don't think he has that kind of power. Santiago's just taking his time and just picking him apart.
Nothing else working for the shorter and guy giving away the 7.5 inches in reach, and De La Rosa in the blue, just nothing can work. And that time he gets flipped almost off balance that time. And nailed it out. He's clean shot again. He doesn't throw something back. Joe Cortez will stop this fight. Digs to the body. Great shot. Upstairs. Nails him upstairs. And look at this kid. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Tony. He's some kind of tough. He fights off the ropes. He lets it fly. Joe Cortez was looking for a reason to stop the fight, and all of a sudden the kid comes flying off the ropes and keeps throwing. And he's being smothered by Santiago.
Trying to fight. He's just looking for that one shot. He's even got a nice little rope burn on his back from fighting off the ropes. But De La Rosa, he's got to land something, and he's not doing anything to keep Santiago off him.
Santiago wonder, why do I have to hit this guy when I drop him? Because I've hit him with everything that's in my arsenal. This is when when I say a typical Mexican fighter, that's with all full respect to the tough kids that have to take these fights on short notice.
Big heart.
You see a kid out of Mexico with like this kid 3-10, or you see a guy fighting out of Connecticut with a 15-3. And the kid from Mexico is probably going to give him a tough time. But this is a different case. Santiago's a polished fighter that had a lot of amateur fights, and 6-0 as a professional, and on his way, barring something really unusual here, to his second professional win as the bell ends the 3rd round.
Okay.
Come on. Let's keep pushing them punches. Okay, let's push the punches. Push the punches out, pop the jab. Number 1, what do we have over this guy? Height, reach.
Último round.
Comprende?
Okay.
Another good round for Santiago. You see him on the right. He's just moving his footwork, getting himself into position. He's waiting for De La Rosa to bounce off the ropes, and he just digs to the head, digs to the body. Look at him trying to split the gloves on De La Rosa. Right there. De La Rosa has the gloves right next to his head, but he's still getting through. Back to the body, tees off on the ribs, back up to the top of the head. And there you see De La Rosa just trying to look for an opening. Later in the round, same Santiago. Power shot, body shot, back to the head, back to the head. Just teeing off. Cortez looking to get in there. Good shot again. Double left jab. Good stuff.
All right, here we go. Round number 4. Mario Santiago and Luis De La Rosa. Santiago in the flag of Puerto Rico colored trunks, the red, white, and blue, and the blue trunks with the white trim is Luis De La Rosa. Every round in my scorecard, and I assume Tony's as well, is in favor of Santiago. We have a shutout going 30-27 here.
Yes, you do.
But you probably don't need us to help you score that one, because it's obvious that Santiago is just having a field day here.
Well, maybe we should bring back the name Jose, because who's more making it?
Fourth round action, but while we say that, we don't want to take anything away from him because he's some kind of tough, and he did take this thing on short notice. And I'll tell you one thing, folks, and you young fighters that are watching, you know when you're getting beaten up, it's very tough to hang in there. There was no quitting him. He knew if he didn't fight up the ropes in that last round that probably Joe Cortez would have stopped the fight, but he wouldn't have it. He came bounding off the ropes after taking several clean shots, and you hear Tony describe in slow motion by Santiago, and now Santiago just stays right on top of him, trying to catch him with the continued jab. Why isn't he throwing more left hands? I mean, he just hasn't really nailed him with a real crisp left hand, a real booming shot.
No, I was waiting for a 1-2 to bring the left down the middle. He threw a couple of earlier, but I don't think he planned himself. He just was throwing so many punches. You mentioned a good point about young fighters. The good thing for guys who are watching Santiago, sometimes you just can't knock a guy out. So that means you better be in shape. And Santiago looks like he could go another 6 rounds. He's just in good shape, not sweating that much, but very much in control of that behind that right there, the occasional left.
He's never been beyond 4 in his career. He did it once in 202 and once this year back in January. All the rest of his fights have been knockouts inside of 2, so.
So Santiago would just step back a little bit to get a little range to go to that body. Joe Cortez got over, he didn't get to throw any punches, but at least he's a smart kid, that Santiago.
Coming up to the 1 minute remaining mark. De La Rosa hasn't been down, not really shaken low. He's been peppered on several occasions during the course of the fight. The best situation was at the kind of the tail end of the 3rd round where Santiago was just teeing off on him. And now De La Rosa just trying to avoid getting hit with a heavy shot here to cruise through the last 45 seconds of this fight. And boy, Santiago pounds him to the body.
It's a good uppercuts too, Bob. He's just getting in there. I was wondering if he had an uppercut in his roster. There's another.
There it is.
It's amazing how he splits the guard of De La Rosa. Keeps his hands up and still pops him between the hands.
He's right on top of him, and every time we think that it's all over, all of a sudden De La Rosa will come off the ropes. So again, while I'm impressed with Santiago's ability, and certainly not pressing for the knockout, he's doing a nice job back to the body, back upstairs. Now they tie him a few times in the fight. Joseph, keep it clean. That's good. Closing seconds now of the fight, and a good fight from Mario Santiago. Nice finishing flurry is the way. There's the bell ending the fight. Well, a nice 4 rounds of work for Mario Santiago. And again, for De La Rosa, if it looked like it was one-sided, it was. I mean, he must be in shape because he went the 4 rounds, but it was not his night, that's for sure, against a bigger, stronger guy.
The funny thing is, Vega goes to 3-11. He'll probably get more work just because he's tough. He's in there. You can't knock him out. Santiago really want to see him go up to the next level, because I don't think he needs this type of opponent anymore. He's too slick, too well polished, as you said. Good amateur background. He just controlled himself and didn't get rattled at all. I don't want him.
Take a look at this from the end of the fight. Pretty good action coming up here.
Santiago on the right again. Watch the footwork. Shift his body. Nice uppercut. There's that uppercut he's looking about. Look at the setup again. Then he brings it over the top, has his man against the ropes. Looks for that uppercut. If he has the opportunity, he'll take it. But Santiago, there he is. The one mistake he made, he squared up there, but De La Rosa couldn't do anything with him. Santiago coming in, feints, coming behind the jab. Let's see if he does an uppercut. Keep saying De La Rosa. De La Rosa is a man who's trying to be like De La Hoya, but he's not that good at all.
Tony, it was just, I was just wondering which one of us would say De La Hoya first in this one. There's a lot on the line for De La Hoya in the next few months. But this is a guy by the name of Luis De La Rosa. We've got it 40-36 at ringside, but let's make it official with Jake Gutierrez at ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of featherweight action, we'll go to the scorecards. All 3 judges scored about the same, 40-36. The winner by unanimous decision, he's still undefeated, Mario Ponce Santiago.